All right, this video is going to be about why you should stop consuming high fructose corn syrup. And it's pretty self-explanatory. I shouldn't even have to tell you to why you should not be consuming it. But let me break it down. Okay, so for one, you need to understand what high fructose corn syrup is and how it is produced. And most people don't know this. For one, high fructose corn syrup comes in about three forms. There's about three types of high fructose corn syrups that they use today. You got high fructose corn syrup 42. You have high fructose corn syrup 55, and high fructose corn syrup 90. Okay, so those are the three types. And what the numbers represent in that formula is the percentage of high fructose corn syrup that's present inside the substance. Okay, so if you got high fructose corn syrup 42, that means it's 42% fructose. Okay. 55, you have 55% fructose. 90 90% fructose. And with the 55 variety, what they do is they mix the high fructose corn syrup 42 with the high fructose corn syrup 90, and that's how you get high fructose corn syrup 55. And as far as how it's produced, it's kind of a complex. Like when you really break it down to the nitty and gritty, it's kind of complicated. But in simplest terms, basically how they produce high fructose corn syrup is they convert the starch into dextrose. You know what I'm saying? And they also convert the glucose into fructose. And that's basically how it's produced in simplest terms. And they also apply the noble gases, which is exon, argon, neon, and it's a fourth one that I'm leaving out. But it's 4 noble gases that they select from that group. And they just combine those 2 gases, and that's what they use to convert the glucose into fructose and the starch into dextrose. Because corn contains starch, and they isolate the starch and turn that into a syrupy mixture or substance, I should say. And that's basically how it's produced. In the simplest terms I can use. And high fructose corn syrup in the industries like the dairy, the bakery, and the soft drink industry. The soft drink industry is the largest consumer of high fructose corn syrup. They use it in certain bakery goods, and they also use it in a lot of dairy products. You know what I'm saying? So you got to be careful. Just read the back of the labels of your dairy products, and you'll see they saying, you know what? Sometimes they might not even mention it on the label, so you got to be careful. Just know that they use that as a sweetener. What else? High fructose corn syrup is a culprit in a lot of these diseases that sugar causes. You know what I'm saying? So, for instance, diabetes or high blood pressure. What the high fructose corn syrup does, because it's an artificial, it's not a natural sweetener, it is an artificial sweetener. So what this is going to do is going to make the body do something that it normally does, which is normalizes the blood metabolism in the bloodstream. That's what the body does on a consistent basis. So when you introduce a foreign substance like high fructose corn syrup, the body knows that this is some bullshit. So it's going to cause an imbalance in your sugar metabolism. So you might have a spike. You might have a spike in your sugar levels, which can result in high blood pressure. So you have to watch out for these artificial sweeteners like high fructose corn syrup, like I've been talking about, MSG, especially aspartame, and there's a lot of them. And the thing is, they mask these common artificial sweeteners into names that you're not even familiar with. You probably seen them. On the labels, but you don't know what the hell it is. You don't know if it's MSG. You don't know what it is. You just know you can't pronounce it. So you gotta know what's what. Just do your research. There's a lot of names that they use to mask MSG, because now people are aware that there's MSG and the harmful effects of it. So they're using other names. Another one is natural flavors. Natural flavors is not a natural flavor. They might take a flavor from a natural source, but then they combine it with unnatural bullshit. You know what I'm saying? So be careful with natural. Natural, just because it says natural, just because it says organic does not make it organic or natural. It's all a sales tactic. Sales tactic. That's all it is. You know, just to get you to buy the product. It sounds good, right? Natural. Oh, it's a natural flavor. Oh, okay. Ooh, sounds good, right? It's bullshit. I'm telling you, it's bullshit. So be careful with that. But back to the high fructose corn syrup. That's really what this video is about. High fructose corn syrup does not belong in the human body. Period. Period. Just the process alone, the process alone tells you that you should not be putting that inside your body. The fact that they're using gases, for one, gases don't belong inside of you. You know what I'm saying? Does not belong inside of you. Just that alone just tells you that's. I mean, come on, man. They in the lab with this shit. This is what they do. They make shit, and we consume it because we think it's good for us. Because they told us it's good for us. Or it might say, you might even know it's not good for you, but it just tastes good. So once you get enough of it, your body starts to like it. And that's what these substances do. They trick your body into liking something that you're not supposed to be consuming, period. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, that's just what it is with that. And these things are causing a lot of disease in the community, a lot, because it's in most of the products. This like I was saying about the soft drink industry, they are the largest consumer of high fructose corn syrup. They are behind the matter of fact. Let me throw a number out. They are accountable for 75% of the demand of high fructose corn syrup, and that's facts. 75%. That's a lot. And then right behind that, you got the bakery, you got the dairy industry. You know, and these are supposed to be good. They're supposed to be good for you, right? The people that like to drink milk, right? Be careful. Be careful. This shit is not good. We're not supposed to be consuming none of this stuff, and especially with people with epilepsy, high fructose corn syrup, MSG, aspartame. These are the number one culprits behind people with epilepsy. The cause of it, because they say they don't have they don't have a there's no cause behind the majority of diseases, but there are corporates. There's a difference between corporate and cause. You know what I'm saying? Because you can't really pinpoint a problem to one cause. A lot of times there's multiple things that goes into play that causes something, and that's the same thing with diseases. So you have to factor in everything that the person is consuming, that the person has been consuming for years, with their lifestyle. What are they doing on a day-to-day basis? You know what I'm saying? You got to take that into account. How much sleep they're getting. Everything plays into account. It plays a role. So we have to be able to pay attention to all of that. You know what I'm saying? We can't just narrow it down to one thing because that's not how it works. So yeah, man, it's real simple when you really boil it down. It's simple. Just stop eating bullshit. If we wasn't in the state we in right now, I wouldn't be making this video right now. I would not be making this video. I have to tell people to stop consuming high fructose corn syrup. What the fuck is that? But the information is out there, man. Even if you don't have access to it, you have people that have access to it, like myself, and I'm bringing it to you. Some people know this shit, but there's a lot of people that don't, and that's the problem. And I'm here to fix it. And you know what? I'm gonna end this video right here. Stay tuned for the next video. Peace.